ultimately whatever you wish to do in your life. If you want to do anything successfully, you must have clarity, isn't it? How much clarity do you have is all there is, isn't it?
This channel is about gaining clarity and providing action plan. The way to gain clarity is by going through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plan. This is why it takes longer time, because I need to explain to you, I need to tell you why I choose this topic and what are the obscurities. After going through the logical thinking and the action plan, I need to wrap up, reiterate the point and make conclusion. Making you understand takes time. Therefore, bear with me and watch to the end. Watch this video to the end to find out. I watch these videos back to the office. It's amusing and it certainly has dramatized the reality. Putting the laughter aside, the topic back to the office is the hot topic now. It could be a dilemma to a certain extent, be it the companies or the workers. Let's do a short review. Pandemic broke out in the end of 2019. In these 2 years, a different type of life has been formed. Some like it. Some don't like it. Let's look at it logically and see how it makes sense. Watch this video to the end to find the answer. This is stage 1, mindfulness. Going through the topic and the related issues with some facts and informations. Logically, we need to talk about this topic in 3 aspects. Number 1, this is about decision. Where decision is concerned, we need to know our rights. Agree? The company's rights and the workers' rights. Number 2, we need to explore the basis and the logic of decision so that every party makes a good decision. Number 3, we need to talk about the big elephant in the room. What is the issue that caused the resistance? How to deal with the new norm and how to make the transition. Let's walk through the reality in these 2 years. What had happened? First, COVID-19 has infected the entire world. For the safety reason, everyone stay home. And the era working from home officially kicked off. Number 2, during this pandemic, this world has been literally an online world, transforming people from IT illiterate to IT savvy. All kinds of virtual platforms, you name it. Zoom, Microsoft Teams, WebEx, Google Meet, Skype, etc. Number 3, 2 years is not a long time, but it's neither a short time. In these 2 years, it is long enough for people to form a new type of life. People have learned multitasking, learned to work from home, and learned to take care of the kids while doing work. They have gone through a transition of resisting, accepting, adapting, and enjoying it. Initially, people were kind of in a mess, ended up taking longer time to do the same work because communication has become more challenging and people have lost track of their time. Can't draw a clear line between work and home. Number 4, in these 2 years, some people have discovered and proven that they can do their job well from home. They have learned new ways and new skills. Now they see that they actually have another option and another way of working. In a nutshell, back to the office is a hot topic now. Some people find it exciting to go back to the office, but it is a pain in the neck to some people because in these 2 years, they have learned new ways and new skills to work from home. And it has proven that they can do it well and they're used to it. They believe this is the way to go. Not to mention, personally, they like it. Let's move on to stage 2 and stage 3. Logical thinking and action plan. Stage 2 and Stage 3. Logical thinking and action plan. See the logic and find out how it makes sense. Then suggest action plan. Point number 1, decision. It is about decision. Logically, the first question we should ask is, why did we work from home? And now, why should we go back to the office? The answer is COVID-19, correct? It is about the safety. Therefore, the first step to decide is if it is really safe to go back to the office. Otherwise, it does not make sense for us to stay home for 2 years. That was because of the safety. We wanted to be safe. Now, we have to go back to the office. In the same manner, we must make sure the office is safe. The suggestion for action plan is the companies must come up with a safety plan that can convince the workers that going back to the office is safe. The logic is whether we want to work from home or we want to work in the office, it is about the safety. We want to be safe, correct? You may argue that the companies follow the procedures released by the government. But the government do not guarantee the safety. The companies and the workers have to bear their own risk. Point number 2, about the basis and the logic of the decision. How do you make a good decision? How do you make a decision that makes sense? For those who love to go back to the office, after assuring the safety, that's it. There's no further issue. Just learn to take care of yourself, to make sure you are safe. However, for those who resist and refuse to go back to the office, before you make any decision, think about the basis and the logic of your decisions. The question is, what is the basis and the logic of the decision? The answer is agreement. Remember, in any employment, there will be some form of agreement. In the Asian world, we usually have employment agreement. In the Western world, you might have a different form of contract. If it is not a labor agreement, there will be some kind of agreement. Read through that agreement again to find out what is your rights and what is the company's rights. Find out your rights as a worker or a company in this situation, whether you should go back to the office or you can stay home. If any one of you insists your way, the company insists the workers to work in the office, or the workers insist to work at home. What is the answer in the agreement? In reality, you may not find this in the agreement because this did not exist before the pandemic. That means this agreement may not be applicable or relevant. That also means that you may need to negotiate a new agreement. Both parties need to come up with a new agreement to deal with this situation. But before the negotiation, think about these few questions. What is the purpose to go back to the office? What is the common goal? What is the concern on both sides? And why are you not willing to go back to the office? The suggestion for the action plan is focus on the logic. Apply logical thinking during the negotiation. Put the feeling and emotion aside. Think about what makes sense. Logically, in the office, at the workplace, the common ground is work efficiency. Because ultimately, it is not a matter of working from home or working in the office. It is how do you perform your job? How do you assure work efficiency? The companies need to ask themselves why they need the workers to work in the office. And the workers also need to find out why are they not willing to go back to the office. If their answer is personal, it is about their feeling, then the companies need to confirm if this is acceptable. If it is not, make it very clear to the workers. Don't have to worry. If they can adapt to working from home, they can also adapt to working in the office if they know that they have no choice. They may need a little bit of time adjusting or adapting. By giving them a straight answer, actually help them to withdraw from the whining symptom. If the answer is about family arrangement, give them some time and help them to resolve it. However, if the answer is about preferring working from home or they want a stay-home job, then focusing on creating some kind of measure to secure the work efficiency. On the company side, think about what you need to see or what you need to have in order to confirm the performance. On the worker side, think about what you can show the company or to prove to the company that you are equally efficient, if not better. You can ask for what you don't have, but you need it now. On the negotiation table, be open, lay it all out on the table, talk it out, find the common ground, find the way the companies can accept and the workers can accept. The ultimate goal is to assure that the performance, the work efficiency is secure, whether it work from home or work in the office. It is no point to just stick to what you want. It is no point for the companies stick to you have to work in the office for the sake of working in the office. Or on the worker side, stick to what you really want just because you want to work from home for the sake of working from home. On the negotiation table, it is not about what you want all the way, what he wants all the way. It is about what we can come to the middle and create that common ground and achieve the bottom line work efficiency. Remember this, before the pandemic, both parties don't have to argue on this, don't have to talk about this. But now we have new skills, new way of working. Be open. Ultimately, we achieve the same goal in a different way. This is the reality. This is ultimately what it is. Point number 3, what is the big elephant in the room? What is it? What is the new norm? What is the thing we are struggling? Remember this, in reality, initially, people were forced to work from home without a choice when the pandemic went viral. People have gone through a transition of resisting, adjusting, accepting, adapting, and enjoying. Now, going back to the office, this seems to be a choice. Why? Because people have discovered and have learned a new way of doing their work. This is the new norm, especially to those people who prefer working from home. I see this as workforce reshuffling period. That means now, for those people who prefer working from home, they want to look for a job that can work from home. For those people who prefer to stay in the office, they will stay with the jobs that need to work in the office. Remember this, not only the workers prefer working from home, there are companies also prefer operating from home. It saves costs for one of the key reasons. Not to mention that staying online and working from home, there are many advantages, such as save time traveling, no distance barrier, people can network worldwide, etc. The suggestion for action plan is, on the company side, recognize the fact and the reality that there is a new norm. Because people have discovered and learned the new ways and the new skills to perform jobs from home. And it makes more sense. The companies have to look into this new norm, study it. If the jobs that make sense to work from home, accept it. If you can't, just be open to talk about it. This is the time for renegotiation. Negotiation can go many directions. It is not necessary to be an ultimatum. The point is, be open to talk about it and build the common ground. Focus on the bottom line. The bottom line is work efficiency. Think about hybrid. Talk about how many days they need to be in the office and why. How many days they need to be at home and why. What the company need to have from the workers. What the workers need to have from the company. How to improve communication effectiveness working from home. The key point here is the world today will no longer going back to the pre-pandemic time. The world has changed into hybrid. and carry on. The companies need to function and upgrade to hybrid, allow the workers to leverage on both the online and the on-ground, either working from home and working in the office. Even the managers, they need to learn the skills working with their team members at home. Vice versa. It is the time to think about how to run an organization hybrid efficiently and effectively. It is a time to think about how to work hybrid efficiently and effectively. Be innovative and excel. This world is hybrid now. This is the new norm. In conclusion, the question, back to the office, should I? This is the decision everyone needs to make for themselves, the company and the workers. But be mindful of the basis and the logic of your decision. My message to the worker is, at work, focus on work. The basis must be work efficiency, cannot be feeling. Feeling is not the solid basis of decision at work. My message to the companies is face the new norm and accept it. Certain jobs can be performed at home, and there are people prefer to work from home. Accept it. Last but not least, do communicate your expectation clearly to each other to avoid the drama shown in those videos. Nonetheless, it will take a little bit of time and some HR effort before everyone gets back to the flow we all want. We have gone through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plans. This is the way I show you how to gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I am Alicia Tate, the certified professional coach and HRDF certified trainer. If you need extra help, either one-to-one or in a group, please visit my website, jjecorporatepro.com. I will continuously going through some topics to help you gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I invite you to think about this. Is it more important for you to get motivated and know what to do but don't know how to do it? Or is it more important for you to truly understand how to do it? Certainly when you know how to do it, you know what to do it, right? Remember this. When you understand, you will be clear. When you are clear, you will believe firmly. When you believe firmly, you will be committed. And when you are committed, you will be passionate. Commitment and passions are the two key drivers for persistency, perseverance, determination, etc. Watch out for my next video, Reflection Time with Alicia Tay. If you find this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell because you will be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.